Apologies if you caught that last one. Again, with no audio. One of these days I will get past that issue. Anyway, this is The Forged Trader, where successful traders aren't born, they are forged, and we are talking about trading. Trading involves risk. Please make sure you know what you're doing before you do it. So, let's see if I can nutshell this instead of the long, drawn-out story I just told. Shit. All right, so as you can see on here, it actually looks pretty good, right? The problem is, it feels like no matter how much I try to be diligent, that I try to stick to my rules, I feel like I'm being tested. I really do. Because I came into today's trading just, okay, look, fine, I've got my new accounts. As you can see, I got 6 now, right? One of them is, up almost $1,000 already. I've got 5 new ones I'm ready to roll. And I've got the copier set up. So far, so good. Everything's looking solid. And right before look, I was super patient. I did what I was supposed to do. I waited for the right entry. It felt like nothing was going to come. I didn't force it. I was okay with just not trading today, right? Because I'm trying to have that disciplined diligence to just simply wait for the right opportunity, not force it, not go outside of the realm of my rules. I finally found an entry. It was a solid entry. I set the whole trade up, and I got the copier set up and everything. And right before it actually triggered the entry, I moved my target. I don't really remember, not my target, my entry, my order, my entry point. And I don't remember why. There was a reason, but for whatever reason, when I moved it right at that moment as it was triggering, my follower accounts, I guess, entered, but my leader did not, so that when it hit it again at the next point, which was where I'd moved it to, it triggered all of the accounts. So I say it was a glitch. It was not. It was me fucking around with it when I shouldn't have been. So anyway, so I ended up in a position, I was double the position on my follower accounts, although my entry was less favorable. So anyway, I'm kind of at this point where I'm watching my balance. I realize that it's not right. And so my first thought was, well, clearly I'm over leveraged in my follower accounts, but they're $1,000 behind the main account. So, if the trade goes my way, maybe it'll catch up some. My first mistake right there. Trade obviously went against me, otherwise we wouldn't really be telling the story, I don't think. Trade went against me, and while my leader account was down the pre-planned amount, which was $250, my follower accounts were down over $700-800. And that's kind of when I lost it. I was like, shit. Okay, so I've just I don't know. Felt like I'd pretty well blown the accounts. I know that that's a ridiculous thought. It's a $2,500 drawdown, not an $800 drawdown. And yes, I would have to make up for that. But as I've said before, I just feel like once that first rule is broken, whether it's intentional or not, it's just, you're just going to continue to break rules. Or at least I am, And so while it's really weird to have this disappointing reaction to this day where I'm up 955 on one account and 5 accounts up 323, I over leveraged, I revenge traded, I did all of the things that I'm not supposed to do, which I felt was triggered by a glitch. But at the end of the day, I didn't have a rule as to what would happen if there was any sort of a glitch in the entry. Right? So now I do. If I find a glitch, there is none of this, well, I'll take the extra leverage on these accounts or whatever. If I find a glitch, I'll exit the trade. That has to be the rule. But this also brings up a point of if I'm in a situation that does not necessarily have a specific rule, the rule at this point, the default rule is always exit the trade and start fresh. I guess it was a learning moment for me. I'm fighting the fight. I go through this process day in, day out, and I feel like I'm struggling more than I'm not. But the forge is hot. and it takes time, and it takes diligence, and it takes doing these recaps twice if I forget my audio. It takes being open and transparent and, letting you see the struggle that I'm going through, not for you. I do this 100% for me, because by acknowledging this, it's just hopefully getting deeper into who and what I am and how I trade. So I was tested today. I failed, but the accounts don't reflect that, and you've heard me talk about being rewarded for bad behavior. Today I was rewarded for bad behavior, so my penance is to go live and share the struggle, and I have a call with my coach today, and I'm going to have to share the struggle with him too. So there you go. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I love y'all. God bless. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. Tuesday. What the hell day is today? I guess it's Wednesday. Anyway, have a good rest of your Wednesday.